procedures. Brandon Gunn with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City champions, 2 years in Miami, well, they fell to the Bucs and taking their third consecutive trip to the big game.
They have truly cemented themselves as perennial frontrunners. Kansas City, we expect them to be in this game. They're trying to emulate the New England Patriots, who went to Super Bowls 51, 52, and 53 in recent years, and they came up with a win, loss, and then a win again in those 3 consecutive seasons.
Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. And Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you
try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good. They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Rodgers. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And the West Coast offense.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards.
And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Rodgers on the return.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 33 yards. And the Packers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
They had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this,
trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These two teams all tied after one.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to link the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Mahomes firing complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Mahomes again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said. And he can't find anywhere to goes down. Tyler Lancaster in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl. Now Mahomes. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the toe.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to run faster.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Looking deep for Adams. They've got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are, 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Chris Barnes coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And here's Rodgers on the return. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our Players Spotlight. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball?
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. Rodgers will throw for it, rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by two more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it. Himself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. KC's offense ready to... They really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So the Packer offense coming on. They'll be asked to go for two. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Taking it about the one. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and two, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And a good rally to the football there as it looks as if they're going to stop him a couple yards shy of the marker. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 52 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Forced out to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway.
Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan there to make the grab.
And the Packers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Mahomes now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And a touchdown maybe for the fantasy football folks watching.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. Down and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Rodgers throwing here. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is caught. A big connection on that one. And even 60 yards. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.